Now, your competition. Most think it's the other football team that you're going against, to put it in terms that you'll understand. So if you're playing a game of sales or of looks or of swag, anything really, your competition, if you want to be greater at things, if that's not what you want, then this video is going to be very boring and probably you're uninterested. You probably don't even watch videos like this. Since you're watching it, I'll describe everything that you'll understand. Your competition is not anybody else. I mean, yes, that is your obvious competition. Be better than them, but it all starts with yourself. Because if you look at everybody else and compare yourself to everybody else all the time, you're doing yourself a disservice. So if my competition, like a goal, was to bench 225, then my competition would to be more weights every time. My competition would be my last reps, my last weights, my last max, and yourself every time. Every time it's yourself. I thought about this all day long, since the beginning of the day to the end of the day, all the way to nighttime, to 10 at night to make this video. It's your competition with yourself. If your sales are low, or if your anything's low, money's low, if your health is low, if your food in the pantry, fucking anything, it's yourself. That's also going to help you take on the self-accountability action. Everything is your fault. Everything. To prevent things like looking at other people, look at yourself all the time. If your muscles aren't where you want them to be, that's your own fault. When you're looking around comparing yourself at everybody, that's not a bad thing. People say don't compare yourself. That's like what you obviously want to do. Now, if you compare yourself always trying to be like each other, everybody will be the same. That's another conversation. But look around. Open your fucking head up and look at people. Don't have a staring problem, because that'll get you into some different troubles, and only a few people can smile about that. But look at yourself, look at what you're doing, and compare yourself to yourself, because that's your only competition, is yourself. If you better yourself every day, oh my God. If you do a 1% better every day, oh, your 1 becomes 2, 2 to 3 every day. It compounds, think of it. So your competition is yourself. When you hear somebody say, oh, when I wake up, before I get on my phone, I do 100 push-ups. And you're like, oh, man, I wish I wanted to do that. And you feel like a jealousy or resentment, or I wish this and that. You're not mad at them. You're happy for them. You're like, oh, that's a good thing to do. How can you be mad at someone for that? What you are is upset with yourself, the competition. So if you want to start doing things better and be a better person, compare yourself. You are your competition. There's a battle in your head every day to do this and do that, and it's a competition within yourself. Once you lock in with yourself, you are your friend. And you can be your worst enemy. And we've all been there if you've watched videos like this and if you've watched this far. There was a bunch of other points I was going to make, but it's a very simple topic and process that do better for yourself. It doesn't matter about your family, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, or your dogs. It's yourself. You're not mad at them for having a nicer car. You're mad at yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong for thinking like that. Do better every day. Now, I want to get something out and tell you that I've said in other videos, that it's the action of timing of what you do. So there's a small window of when you do things that make everything in your life change. And this is the best thing I've ever learned from coaching and mentoring. It's that swift action. So when I'm sitting here and I can either go to the gym and study afterwards, or I could TikTok and eat chips. That period of me thinking changes everything. This will add up to a spiral up. This will down to a spiral down, and you can compare that to any places on the clock. Thank you for listening and watching. Go to my Twitter. That is there's no bio or anything, but you'll find it somehow. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.